Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. And today I want to talk with you about letting go of what doesn't serve you. And by what doesn't serve you, I mean to habits. I refer to people, certain people in your life. And I refer to basically everything that's holding you back and holding you down in your life from doing the things you want to do and from loving yourself and from accepting yourself the way you are. Basically everything that holding you back from moving forward, and grow. And I feel like this video is an extension of my other video about why do you do the things you do, and maybe some other videos, because this is the next step. Once you know why you're doing the things you're doing and you can detect the things that you do out of bad habit or out of comfort, then the next thing is to let them go, and let go of those bad habits, let go of those toxic people, let go of those relationships, whatever. But once you know how to detect them and you ask yourself, why do I do that one thing that is hurting my life and not benefiting it? Whether it's, again, smoking, or why do I have this one friend that is not of a good value in my life, or why do I have this relationship that I'm in that is of not a good value in my life? And once you answer on that question, the next step would be to let it go. And I also talked about it in another video about learn to let go of things, But this video is kind of a reminder of letting go specifically and necessarily of the things that doesn't serve you in your life. And I want to dive into some example that can be things that doesn't serve us, although it can really be anything you can think of. The obvious ones that comes to my mind, again, those bad habits that I already talked about and I talk about almost in every of my videos, which is smoking, drinking, doing drugs, whatever. Things that are not necessarily good for you and you're doing them in order to escape or in order to have some sort of comfort, a relief from your problems, from your daily challenges, But it can also be other stuff that you don't feel that it serves you right, It can be a job. Let's say you started a new job, and after a while you see that this job is not for you, The people are not the people of your taste, and you're not getting along with everyone. Your boss isn't that nice the way you thought it would be. And the overall atmosphere of the job that you thought it would be before is not the same to the atmosphere that it is now when you started the job. Then in my opinion, you just need to let it go, I cannot tell you how many times I left certain jobs that I thought that they are good for me and also salary-wise. But at the end, if it doesn't serve you on a bigger level, I think, than just the money, where it becomes a burden almost to arrive there every day, then it's not worth your mental and physical sanity, And this is one thing I can think of from experience. And the second thing that comes to my mind can be maybe a study, Let's say you started a study, and then after 1 year you see that this study is not for you, It's not the same as you thought it would be before you started this study. Then you sat with yourself and you realize that maybe you should stop because you're just wasting your time here. Then this is also something that doesn't serve you, that you need to let go of, And there is really a thin line between quitting because it's not comfortable for you, although it is beneficial, compared to leaving and letting go something and somewhere that doesn't serve you, You need to find that thin line and really be true with yourself on where you are in that on that line, on that diagram, because I talked about it also in another video that I made about never quit. There is a really thin line between understanding when you don't need to quit, because the fact that it's not comfortable doesn't mean that it's not beneficial. But if something doesn't serve you and you feel you're just wasting your time, then letting go might be the option. But there's a really thin line between the two. And another thing I can think of is relationships. I already mentioned it, but relationships. Why would you have relationships that doesn't serve you? Think for yourself for a second. Why do you have the friends you have? And it goes back to the video that I mentioned. Why do you do the things you do? Why do you have the things you have? And why do you have the friends you have? Think about your friends now, the friends you have. Each one with himself or herself. Why do you have those friends? Is it comfort because you once knew them and they just stayed your friend? Or do you really feel that the time with them is benefiting you in a much better and higher way than just fun? Does this relationship serve you on a deeper level than just having fun? And I really think that's something that I appreciate more these days. If I can have a nice conversation with a friend, a nice deep conversation about other subjects that are not necessarily just joking all the time and having fun or whatever, then I value the relationship more. Then I see it as something that serves me beyond just a friendship, a regular basic friendship. And I'm sure you guys can think also on something or someone in a certain relationship that you have that may or may not be serving you the way you want it to be. And it can be with friends, it can be with family, it can be with coworkers, it can really be with any relationship. It can really be any relationship that you can think of that you see that it doesn't serve you. And also I feel like you need to identify and give a definition to what is a relationship that does serve me. Like serve me, in what way, in what way something is serving me. What is my goal and what is my aspirations in life, and what people do I want to have around me? Do I want to have every person around me, or do I want to have people that are possessing of qualities A, B, C, D, because I feel those are the people that I want around me? So you have to have your own definition of who do you want around you in your life, and what things do you want to do that are serving you in the best way possible in order to move forward into that definition, if it makes sense. And yeah, I feel like this is what I wanted to talk about today. Letting go of things that doesn't serve you. It's a really important topic that in the recent years I put a lot more weight in my life into it. When it comes to friendships, when it comes to habits, and basically everything that happens in my life, certain foods that I put in my body. I also saw a person that I'm following on social media, but he said, we humans, a lot of the times we just want more, more money, more fame, more success, more of that, more of that. But what we actually need is less, less toxic people in our life, less bad habits, less bad thoughts, less bad energy, in order to be peaceful in our world, in our mind, in our world, in our surroundings, to feel like we belong, And I couldn't agree more, and I think it starts with letting go, identify and letting go of things that doesn't serve you. And that's it. If you guys are not subscribed yet, please do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.